Hello everyone. In this lecture, let's see the programming part of producing pulses using output compare module of our timer 1 in Atmega 16 microcontroller. Let's get started. So in the previous lecture, we just configured our timer 1 output compare channel A for producing pulses and interrupting the processor. So let's understand these configuration statements in detail, how this programming sequence is functioning. I am copying that and I am pasting above the main. I will take this ISR function and I will put it outside the main function. And don't forget to add this avr/interrupt.h header if you are using any interrupt in your program. And now let's understand this program sequence. So initially when the processor starts, all these lines will be executed. Once all these are executed, the processor will be held inside this while of 1 since this is an infinite loop. So parallelly when the program starts, the timer also starts counting from 0 as we have initiated the timer over here. And we know that we have configured and set the prescaler of timer to be 1024 using these lines. So the frequency of timer is 15,625. So the timer takes 15,625 steps for reaching 1 second. And we have set the mode of output compare channel A in toggle mode. That is, whenever the timer count value matches with the compare register value, the state of the output compare channel A, that is PD5, must be toggled. So that we have set using these two lines. And we have set the timer in normal mode. Here we have enabled the output compare channel A interrupt and we have enabled the global interrupt enable bit. Coming to our logic, the timer also starts counting from 0 and it will start counting up. And as I said, after 1 second, the timer reaches the value 15,625 as we have calculated. When this timer count value reaches this value of 15,625, at that moment the timer count value, that is TC and T1, becomes equal to the output compare register value, that is OCR1A. We have loaded this register with the value 15,625. So this timer count value will be equal to this OCR1A value. So when this compare match happens between these two registers, the state of the PD5, that is the output compare channel A of timer 1, will be toggled. That is, if it was low, it will become high, and if it was high, it will become low. After toggling the state of PD5, timer 1 module will interrupt the processor using an interrupt called compare A interrupt. That is timer 1 compare A interrupt. So the processor pauses all the process that it was doing here and it will go to the ISR timer 1 compare A vector interrupt function. So here inside this function it will execute these two lines, which is nothing but it will clear the timer count value and it will reinitialize the output compare register value, that is 15,625. So after toggling the pin, again the timer count value will be starting from 0. It will not go beyond 15,625 since we are clearing this register value here. So again it will start counting from 0 and after 1 second it will reach 15,625. Once it is reached 15,625, again the state of the PD5 pin will be toggled and again the processor will come to this ISR function and it will make the counter value 0 and it will reinitialize the compare register value. So this process continue and for every second the state of the PD5 pin will be toggled. So initially if the PD5 pin is low, it will be low for 1 second and after 1 second it will be high for 1 second. And again after that it will be low for 1 second and again after that it will be high for 1 second, and this process continues in output compare pin. So we will be connecting an LED to the output compare pin PD5. So the LED will be changing its state for every 1 second. That is, it will be high for 1 second and it will be low for 1 second. So the LED that is connected to PD5 that is the output compare pin of timer 1, will be blinking at a rate of 1 second. So this is a sequence of working for this program. I am building this project using the build icon over here. Build is successful. And for demonstrating the timer overflow interrupt in our Atmega 16, I have connected a LED to the PB0 pin and double click on this IC to load the program. And click on this icon for loading the program and then go to the respective Atmel Studio project folder. And inside the debug folder you will find this hex file. Click on it and click on open. And now I am selecting the internal crystal oscillator 8 MHz. You can select any one of these 1, 2, 4 and 8. I am selecting the maximum frequency 8 MHz and then click on OK. Now the program is loaded. Now when I play the simulation using the play button in the left bottom corner of the window, you can see the LED is blinking at a rate of accurate 2 seconds. Why? Because is that here you can see I have selected the system clock to be 8 MHz, and when I was calculating the timer count value and timer period value, I assumed the system clock to be 16 MHz because I am using 16 MHz crystal oscillator that is available in my development board in my hardware. So I assumed the value to be 16 MHz. But if you are working only in simulation and if you are not having the hardware, you just want to assume the system clock to be 8 MHz and then you just want to proceed with your calculation. Then you will get a certain value for the timer count value and the period value for the timer, and if you load that value you will get a accurate 1 second delay in your timer 1 of our Atmega 16 microcontroller. We will see the accurate 1 second delay in our hardware. For uploading the program onto the microcontroller, firstly connect the USB ASP programmer to your PC through USB port. And then connect the JTAG connector from your USB ASP programmer to your development board. If you are not having a development board, or if your development board is not showing this JTAG terminal, you can directly connect the terminals of USB ASP programmer to your microcontroller pin nodes as per this circuit diagram. And you can build this circuit in a breadboard for programming your Atmega 16 microcontroller. After that, power up your development board using external 12V 1A adapter. Once you have done this, open the program ISP software and choose the microcontroller required in select chip drop down box. Then after that you just want to check this program flash checkbox and then check this program fuse and verify flash checkbox. And then you just want to set the clock to external crystal oscillator in the fuse bits configuration. Go to the fuse and lock configuration bits tab and here set the clock selection 3, clock selection 2, clock selection 1 and clock selection 0 to be 1. These 4 bits must be 1 for selecting the external crystal oscillator. And now click on this write and you can see the fuse bits will be loaded. Now click on the load flash icon. Go to the respective project folder and inside the debug folder you can find this hex file. Click on it and click on open. Click on this erase to erase the chip and then click on this auto button for uploading the program to the microcontroller. And the programming is successfully done. Now build the circuit to see the output in the hardware. You can see this is the output that I got in my hardware. See you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching.